You can state your name. You can state your name.
Diane Wilburn.
And how old are you?
I'm 82.
Do you believe that person really went on the moon?
Oh, of course we're on the moon. Of course, Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon.
Did it change your life in particular?
Well, no, but what he said was interesting. One small step for man, one giant leap for all mankind. Traveling out of the earth. I love it. Hey.
And in 1969, were TV still black and white, or did you?
Oh no,
hear
they
on the
were
radio?
they were in color.
Color.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, Neil Armstrong, first man on the moon.
I know you must have been jumping with joy, land on the moon.
Oh, it's interesting. I mean, not that there was anything much to do up there, but just the idea, that now we're exploring Mars. We have the Curiosity, that Mars rover crawling around taking pictures, and I think we'll go to Mars. Mankind, woman, whoever will go on there sometime soon.
And when you heard of it or seen it, were you like at home or at school?
I was at home.
Home. And it wasn't on the newspaper?
Oh, sure.
It was?
Oh, sure. All the news.
Did they go into like great detail on the newspaper?
Oh, not so much, but magazine articles and things. They had that. Yeah, I just watched it recently. Very interesting.
I didn't know they were still playing it on TV.
Yeah, they reran it.
And did they play it like how they did in 1969, or?
Yeah, they had the actual photos and things. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How much did record players cost, or like CDs? No, you guys had vinyls. How much did vinyls cost?
I don't know, but not very much compared to today.
It could have been like 5 cents, 10 cents back in the day.
Oh, no more than that.
$1? Sure. Not bad. That's a good price nowadays.
I don't know, but it wasn't. Things were much cheaper because we have this thing called inflation. Prices go up, wages go up, prices, and then it keeps getting up higher. But it amounts to about the same thing, all in all.
Like commercials, like how did they promote commercials back in the day?
Well, the same as they do. They had a lot of commercials.
Advertisement?
Yeah, advertisement.
Did they have them in like in the movies? Radio?
They had them on the radio a lot.
What about?
And they had them in magazines and stuff. We, would read a lot of stuff like that in the magazines.
Do you still read magazines?
Some, but I have a collection of books I have to read.
So what do you enjoy most about books?
Well, for fiction, I like science fiction. I love science fiction. And then I like nonfiction, all sorts of things like history and cosmology and all sorts of interesting subjects. Psychology is interesting.
How come?
Did you ever read anything about psychology? It's about the human brain and how it works and why we are the way we are and so forth. It's very interesting.
All right. So why do you think psychology is interesting to you?
Well, I've been reading these books by a couple of guys that write about why do criminals commit crimes the way they do, and they go into this so it's very deeply, too much to get into right now, but it's kind of interesting. But some people have bad upbringings and they turn out okay, and others don't.
And who is to blame for that? Is it the parents or the child or society?
It's all sorts of things. It's the person's own self, how their brain is, and it's the upbringing, and it's what you learn, what you read, and how you react to things, and how people treat you, and how you react to that. There's probably 50 different things that kind of interact to make you what you are. But then we're supposed to be able to choose.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be able to.
So I guess they have to blame themselves.
Yeah,
you can't really blame society. Right?
Basically, you have to choose. Yeah. Although, there's all kinds of reasons. Who knows everything.
Now, back in the day, I know you guys didn't have cell phones, but you have I guess they were called toe phones?
They were just phones, you pick up the receiver.
So how did those work?
Oh, you dial things with your finger.
Did it cost anything?
Oh, yeah.
How much?
I mean, the phones, I don't remember what they cost, but you had your electric charge and all that. You had to pay for.
So did you guys like have to share lines or anything?
Well, there was a few places we shared with other people, but usually not.
So say for instance, if you was home and your mother wanted to use the phone, like could you guys have like, can you use the phone and then she can use it at the same time, or you guys you have to hang up?
You could. She could pick up the phone and.
Could she hear your conversation?
Yeah.
Dang, that sucks, right? You could talk.
If there was two phones in the house, which there probably wasn't, but I don't know.
Are you optimistic about the future in technology?
Well, sort of. I think things have improved. People always say the good old days, but they weren't. They weren't any. They were worse.
They were?
Well, sure. Things used to be there were more people starving. There were actually more wars, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. There was more prejudices and things. I think things are somewhat better now.
And why you believe things are better now?
Well, I've just noticed, although in a way some things aren't as good, but I think there's some improvements. I don't know what things. I wish I could see into the future, like 60 years from now, and see what's going on. I don't like that.
Yeah, me either.
No.
Yeah, you good peoples.
Yeah, you're good too.
Good. And then, maybe I have Alzheimer's or something.
Yo.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah, that's what you've got, all right. I can tell. It's nice you're taking care of this poor old man.
Dump him in a retirement home, please.
Yeah, but don't put me away in the rest home. Oh, boy. So you're through, huh?
Yeah, that was the last one. I really appreciate this interview.
Oh, well, thank you.
It was fun. I need a hug now.
Oh.
I need a hug. Don't worry, I don't stink. I have deodorant on, and I showered.
I didn't shower this morning, but I will tonight.